any attractive man. They move with purpose, not overly excited, but completely under control. Almost like they know where they're going.
I was worried there was some chance involved.
Well, any of you assume the player with the best hand wins.
So that will be what you call bluffing.
You've heard the term.
Saw that? You saw how smooth that was? That's exactly where I want to get you. And here's the truth. Awkward body gestures can make you look.
Alright, first of all, welcome to the video. We'll be talking about 7 gestures that you can make that are 100% less attractive. I wanted to like dive in, you know, since I'm like going more in the dating game. And I'm trying to like make my arsenal better. And I'm watching these videos to like maybe help improve you guys or myself or whatever it is. But hope you guys enjoy the video.
Less attractive. Today, boys, I'm going to show you the 6 body gestures most guys do that make them look less attractive. Let's go. Number 1. This one I would say 99% of you have done, and this is the arm cross. See, the arm cross doesn't necessarily make you look less attractive. It just makes you look too intimidated. It makes you look very closed off. And if you ask any person, any woman at least, women tend to approach you or want to talk to you the friendlier you look.
I mean, I feel like that's like the common thing that someone's saying. Like if you're doing like this, you know, people think you're mad, or if you're like kind of like that, people think, you know, it's not always the case. And it's not always the case that someone is thinking of that. So I kind of disagree on that. But let's continue with the video.
But if you're at a party or a gathering and you're off to the corner with your arms crossed, nobody's going to approach you. This is like the universal sign that basically says F off. So it doesn't necessarily make you look less attractive, but you are closing yourself off to new interactions, which consequently reduces your chances of talking to a girl, which consequently makes you personally feel less attractive. So it's not you, it's how you're standing, bro. Which takes us on to number 2, it's the look down. I would say that 4 in 5 men that I talk to every single day almost always end up looking down. And here's the problem. Most people do this because they feel...
That's facts. I've had a date that I was kind of like looking down a little bit too much, and I found myself like kind of like, nah, that ain't it, bruh, that ain't it. But I agree on that. I feel like the more you're more confident, even sometimes I feel like sometimes I'm thinking a lot. And I tend to look down when I'm thinking, so I'll be like, but then again, you know, you should be working, improving yourself, and yeah.
Most people feel somewhat uncomfortable, whether they're talking to somebody or maybe the eye contact is getting too strong. The problem here is that every time you look down, you're sending a subconscious message to the other person that you either feel intimidated, you're shy, or that you're insecure, even if you might not be. But that is the universal reception that people perceive. See, what most don't understand is that when it comes to communication, verbal communication only makes up 30% of the message received. The other 70% is the way you move and the way you talk. So looking down is part of that 70% communication that you're sending out that you don't even realize. This is why I suggest one of 2 things. 1, if you want to relax your eyesight, don't look down, but instead look off to the side. This is normal. You're talking to somebody, you can look off to the side almost like you're thinking, and then you bring it back for conversation. Number 2, if you're outdoors, bro, whip out those frames. See, frames are powerful. Frames have the power to like morph you into a different person, especially if they're frames that fit your face shape. As soon as you throw those on, you already know you look good. You know you got that jawline on lock, bro. But more importantly, the frames themselves act like a physical blocker that gives you comfort. It makes you feel more secure, and it allows you to have this eye-to-eye conversation. And even if you do need to look down, it blocks the view of that, making you look good and irresistible, great and confident. This is why I'm saying everybody needs a good pair of Jade Blacks, and your brother has you covered. See, our brand Jade Black not only delivers stylish eyewear for guys, We deliver the best quality for guys. Matter of fact, we brought in a bunch of people to test our Jade Blacks versus $600 designer eyewear. Almost all of them blindly thought that ours were the designer ones. You wanna know why? Because ours are actually heavier, built better, using Italian acetate, polarized glass. The quality in our frames is as good, if not better than designer, but they're only 49 bucks. You wanna know why? Because I made these for you. I made these for the guy that wants to look good, but doesn't wanna break the bank. But I'm gonna make it easier for you. See, boys, if you guys want a good pair of frames, summer's right around the corner. You guys need at least one solid pair of sunglasses. So if you guys click the link down below, you'll find a quiz. That quiz, it's completely free, takes you about 4 questions. If you answer everything, the quiz is then gonna take your responses, which are super simple, and it's gonna be able to tell you what frames you should be using for your frame shape. See, because I don't want you to just buy any frame. I want you to buy frames that make you look good. If you guys wanna check that out, click that link down below. Which takes us on to number 3, and that is that weak-ass handshake. Whether you're talking to a woman or a woman or
Like, yeah, I agree. But there are times that I realize that when I go for the hand, they grab like my fingertips. I'm like, what the heck? What is this? I'm like, okay, it's kind of weird. It's usually when they wait, you kind of like you touch here, and then you kind of like. That's usually happen. That doesn't. It's funny. That usually happen more. That almost always happen with women. I mean, with men that they grab the tip of my finger. With women, it's more like do it softly. But with men, it's more like, I'm like, what is this man doing? Why is he why is he grabbing? Like what? What? It's so ridiculous.
man, when you introduce yourself, you want something firm. And keep in mind, you're not going for a death grip match. You're not here to try to show somebody you're stronger than them. You just want something firm. Firmness shows confidence. It shows that you're confident in introducing yourself. The last thing you want to do is to do a dead fish type of handshake that just shows that you're insecure and or threatened by meeting this new person. So I'm gonna share the tip that I learned. I've shared this before, but this tip, it's gonna save your life. See, I learned this from a black belt jiu-jitsu instructor. I still remember to this day, I go into this gym, I'm a pretty tall dude. This guy, I'm not gonna lie, was pretty short. What immediately astounded me was, as soon as we introduced ourselves and I gave him that handshake, his hand just felt so strong, so big. Yo, automatic respect apart from him being a black belt and him being able to kick my ass. That handshake just made me gain respect for him. And he showed me his trick. Right then and there, I was like, yo, that is a powerful handshake. And he showed me what he did. Basically, all he did was keep his pointer finger straight. So every time you give the hand to another male, you want to keep that pointer finger straight, giving the illusion of your hand being bigger. It blocks the other person.
You're talking about less attractive? I'm guessing we're talking about like heterosexual man. Like, I mean, I like a woman. I don't really care what a man thinks sexually. Of him thinking I'm more attractive or less attractive, I don't really give a damn about that. I don't know where he's going about. But okay, I think he's losing. He's kind of like losing what he's saying. But yeah.
From being able to fully grasp your hand and squish it. This single move gives you a powerful handshake. Number 4, this is the mouth cover. See, the mouth cover, this is usually deployed by people that are either nervous or lying, and other people perceive that. See, what you don't realize is that when you're covering your mouth as you talk, it's almost like you're blocking or don't believe or trust in what you're saying. This is an immediate sign that somebody's either lying or withholding something from themselves. Not to mention that blockage makes it a little bit harder for people to understand you, and then they have to ask you the whole, can you repeat yourself, or what did you say? Which just makes it even more awkward having to repeat yourself. So when you're talking to somebody, you want to make sure you're not...
I hate that. Can you repeat yourself? What'd you say? Yeah. That's why I more realize it's better to like speak, not screaming, but speak loud and clearly so people can understand you.
Blocking your mouth in any way, shape, or form, and instead Have that flow of conversation so it looks completely confident. Number 5, the slouched posture. See, the slouched posture can be detrimental to your health and your confidence. Your appearance just ends up going down. It makes you look shorter, and it even has an effect on your own testosterone production. I mean, do I have to keep going on why this is a bad thing? And most of you, including myself, have bad posture, and I have to consistently be reminding myself to straighten up. Want to test if you have bad posture? I want you to go and find a wall right now. Right now, just get up with me. Go, come on. Take your phone with you, go to a wall. Then I want you to put your back up against the wall. If your hips, your upper back, and your head don't touch the wall at the same time, you probably are slouching too much. You want to get those 3 points to line up perfectly on a wall. And if you feel somewhat uncomfortable, it's because you probably have developed bad posture, and now you have to strengthen those muscles to keep that upright position. So a good exercise you can do is just this. Doing this every day will help straighten your back and remember you what neutral is. Number 6, the awkward smile. See, this is the smile most dudes deploy when they actually feel awkward. It's clenched, it's tense, and your muscles are all tight in the wrong places. You want to know why? Because you're smiling without intent. I've told you this millions of times. Attractive men aren't all smiley and giddy. Most people smile because they want other people to like them. But see, you should only smile when something's actually funny. When you're flirting or something's funny, you're going to smile naturally, and that awkward smile will never happen again. But if you want to be the dude that can deploy a smile whenever you want, one trick that I always suggest that I practiced myself is go to a mirror and then start smiling at it. You can do it every morning as you brush your teeth, but basically practice your smile over and over, and you're gonna find whether you're maybe a grinner, or a side smiler, or a full smiler, or a teeth shower. Whatever type of smile looks best on your face, you're gonna realize, and then you're gonna learn how to deploy it with ease. And finally, number 7, it's control. Control in everything. Control in your tone. Control in your eyesight. Control with how you move. See, attractive men know how to control their body. And what you don't want to do is be jittery all over the place and have shakes. Even if you're nervous inside, I want you to always remember one thing: control. You do that, you'll always look confident. And that's basically it for this week's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to drop us a like down below. And also, boys, don't forget to check out jadeblack.co if you guys want a sweet pair of frames. They'll be linked down below as well. That's it for me today. See you next time. That's it for me today. See you next time.
And that was the end of the video. I wanted to know what you guys think of it. But I really think it's like, it was mediocre of what he was saying. The posture one, I think that was a good one. That was kind of like a gem I think I could keep. But like all 3 of them, like, you know, touching at the same time. I agree with that. And smiling, that's another one. I think I need to work on that. Even though like someone would think that you're upset, it doesn't matter. You know what he said about the end, skin control, but like just laugh genuinely, and yeah. And that's the end of the video, guys. And I hope you enjoyed. Peace.